Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little tutorial on how to apply false lashes. So I get a lot of questions from my friends and some coworkers and stuff on how to apply false lashes. So I figured I'll do a little video on some do's and don'ts and show you how I apply my false lashes and what glue I use and all that type of stuff. So yeah. Hopefully this is helpful to you, and please like this video if you like this kind of tutorial, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But anyways, let's get started. So as you can see, I already have my makeup done except for my lashes. So I've already applied mascara, and I know some people don't like to apply mascara first, but I do personally. I think it's helpful because I can just put it on top and it already matches the same color, and then I just use a lash curler to kind of like curl them together, so it looks very natural that way in my opinion. And you can also apply the mascara after to kind of blend them together, whichever way you prefer. The glue that I use is Duo. I've always used this glue, and I would try getting the black glue, the one that's in the red tube, if you're just starting out, because sometimes if you put too much of this, it'll kind of it won't turn all the way clear and you can still see it. So I'm just used to using this, so this is the one I use. And you're just gonna want to take your lash and just make sure it's clean and you get everything off of it if you've worn them already. And then you're just gonna apply your lash glue, and you want to apply a thin layer. You don't want to do too much. And a helpful hint for that is you don't want the amount of glue to be thicker than the band. So you want the glue to be like the same size as the band that you're applying. And that way you have the perfect amount of glue. If they're really like dramatic thick lashes, they'll hold, but it won't be like pouring off the sides of your eyes, you know what I mean? Because I definitely messed that up a few times when I was starting out, for sure. Yeah. So just a thin layer of glue, and you're gonna want to let that sit for about 5 minutes or so, maybe a little less, because you want the glue to get kind of tacky, so that way when you put it on, it stays and it's not sliding around on your eye, because that's when you can kind of like you just end up keep sliding it around, and then there's glue all over your eye, and it's just not a good look. So you want to take the lash and you want to put it in the middle of your eye first. And you want to get it as close as possible to your lash line without getting the glue on your lashes. So you want to try to space it out and drop it where you think it should go, in the middle first. And then what I like to do is I like to take one end and put it where I want it, and then take the other end and put it where I want it, just to make sure those ends get glued down. And when you're first starting, or if you don't wait long enough for the glue to dry, the ends will keep sticking up. So it's annoying, but you can just keep going back and forth and making sure those ends stick, because if those ends come up, it's over. So once you have the ends in place, you kind of just want to make sure they're definitely glued down, and then you can just let it dry, and then start with your second lash. And just take your time, because it can take a while for the glue to dry, you know, if you didn't wait long enough or what have you. So just take your time. Don't slide it around too much. Just place it down as close as possible. So I like to go in from above and kind of just rest it down on there. Just rest it down in the middle where you want it. Grab one end and put it where you need it to be, as close as possible to the lashes. And then take the other end and do the same thing. And you can hold it for like 30 seconds if you need to make sure it's sticking. And if you have to go back and forth, it's okay. And once the ends actually start sticking where you want them to be, you can kind of just let it go and let it rest, and it'll dry the rest of the way. Once you have them on where you want them, all you want to do is just wait for the glue to dry. It usually takes about 5 minutes, and wait till it turns clear, and then I'm going to show you how I curl them together to make them look somewhat natural. You can get some lashes at the drugstore and just practice with them. Get some cheap lashes and just practice. I prefer lashes with a little bit of a thicker band, because for me, I can get it exactly like close to the lashes as possible. In my opinion, when it's too thin, sometimes like it's just too wobbly and I don't like it. So I like the thicker ones that are more like fabric-y, like on the actual band, because you can like, those are more flexible and you can put it right where you want it and it's not gonna move. So I prefer thicker ones, but if you're just starting out, I would definitely just get some cheap ones and practice with those. So the next step that I personally like to do is curl them together with my real lashes. So that makes them look a little bit more natural, and they kind of lift up away from your eye so they don't bug you too much. You apply the lash and the corners are poking your eye, that means it's too long. So whenever you start applying your lashes, you want to size them out to your eye and cut a little bit off, so that way the ends don't poke you, because that can be really uncomfortable. But when you curl them together, that pretty much eliminates all discomfort. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl them. So what I like to do is just try not to mess up the fake lashes and just get it as close as possible to your eye. And then you want to make sure you have your real lashes in there as well, and just hold them together for like 5 seconds, not that long at all. And now they're blended together, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. It just kind of removes the gap in between. There we go. Yeah, so now they look more natural and they're away from my eye. They're standing up how I want them. So yeah, that's how you apply false lashes. Yeah, so don't get discouraged. It took me a while to learn how to apply them, and it takes a lot of practice. And if it's uncomfortable, you know, just try cutting them shorter, or, you know, curling them with the curler. It really does help. And yeah, so let me know if this is helpful for you. Please leave the video a like if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.